for today. So the project for today is unicorns. This is what we're gonna make. So all these little pieces and parts are in your bag. So you see, Sadie, this is what the yarn is for, okay? So we're gonna make a unicorn, and you can name it anything you want. You can name it Sparkle, you can name it Twinkle, you could name it Fred. You can have a boy unicorn or a girl unicorn. You can have whatever kind of unicorn you want. Okay, so that's what we're gonna make. So in your bag for this week, I want to, I'll come back to this piece here. So here's your instructions in case you need some help later, in case you don't get it all done during our class, and that is fine. But if you pull out, there's a paper like this, and then there's the colored paper for the background, and you will find the head. So everybody find your unicorn head. Okay, she kind of, my helper put it between the two pieces of paper to keep it from getting all crunched up. All right, very good. Everybody found unicorn head? Sadie, you good? Ava, okay. So reach into the bag then. Sorry, I dropped something. And you will find many pieces. Many pieces. So make sure you have them all. There will be strips of newspaper. See? Like this. There's about 5 of them. Okay? And it's okay if you ended up with a little more, a little less. It's all good, okay? So you got strips of newspaper. Those are gonna be part of the main. You have this piece, which is a horn, okay? And then you have a bunch of bits of yarn in different colors that sparkles. We love it. Sparkly mane. 1 eyeball. Just one. And you see why, Sadie? Because it's just the side of his head and not, yep, not full head facing you. It's just side. So that's 1 eyeball. Okay? Also in your bag, you'll find your sticker for your reading log this week and your prize, which is a little gnome ducky. Okay? So those are for you. So this is the last week of our summer reading program, as I said before. So starting after our program today, you guys are welcome to come pick a book if you would like and pick up your certificate for participating. You can do that anytime between now and Saturday. And I'm gonna send out an email to all your parents telling them that. So just so you know, you guys get to pick out a book for your summer reading. And there'll be a certificate and an ice cream card, and I think I gave you another notepad just for funsies, for stuff in it. Okay, so are you guys ready to do this? Ready to make a unicorn? I think I'll turn you guys back on just so that I can hear you again, in case you have questions. Okay, here we go. So you will need your glue stick. Glue stick. So on the instructions it says that you're going to glue the head to the white cardstock, but I decided to give you some colors just to add more color to your unicorn, right? Because who doesn't love a lot of color? So what we're going to do is you're going to pick one side of the head and you're going to glue on that side, and then you're going to attach it to the piece of cardstock. So just make sure you're careful with your glue and you don't get it all over your table. And you can rip open your bag and all that if you need to have a glue space. I think I will do that. I'm going to rip open my bag so that I can put that underneath my head so I don't get glue all over. Because sometimes you don't want to make quite as big of a mess. Sometimes messes are good.
Hello.
Sometimes messes are good. Okay, so here we go. So you can have them going this way, or you can have them going this way. It doesn't matter. However you would like him to be on your paper. You're gonna glue the other side, okay? So I'm gonna glue.
I'm on this side.
All right. And just take the glue all the way to the edge. You don't really have to do the inside part, but at least all along the edge so he sticks to your cardstock there. You could put a few squiggles through the middle if you would like. Okay. And then decide where you would like for him to be on your card. You want to make sure you have a little bit of space to the edge because we're going to put the mane and the newspaper pieces, and you want to have a little bit of a spot for your horn, okay?
That's it. Because you can't go in
And just pat it down, make sure you kind of rub it a little bit so it sticks to your cardstock, okay? So the next piece is, and you don't have to color it first if you don't want to, but you can color the horn. You can, as you can see on this one, I did all sorts of fun colors. There's orange, there's some red, some blue, some purple. If you have other crayons, you can color it. You can color it with markers if you'd like. But we're gonna do the horn next, and you can color it first or you can color it after he's all together. It doesn't matter. But you're going to put glue on one side again. Whoops, I put my paper on the floor. So you want to pick one side. And mine has a little bit of purple at the top, so I'm going to keep that. And I want that to show out, whereas the other side just is all print. So I'm going to keep the purple side out. And again, you're going to go all along the edge just to make sure you get some glue on there. And then his horn is going to get attached right about in here. So you can go ahead and attach your horn. If you're coloring it first, that's fine. You can finish coloring it and then attach it. Or you can attach it and then color it when you're done putting it all together. It's all good. So again, make sure you press it down so that it sticks. All right. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is you'll get the newspaper ready that's going to be part of his mane, and you're going to color those. And you can make them all one color, or if you can see mine are multiple colors, you can color it any way you want to. If you want to make them polka dotted, you can do that too. But you're going to now color just one side of the newspaper strips, okay? Just one side, and as many colors or not, however you would like to color them. So you can make them all one color, or you can kind of make them gradual into another color. But we're just coloring one side of the strips. Okay? whatever colors you like, as many colors as you like, whatever you would like your unicorn to be. You can use bright colors, you can use pastel colors, which are, you know, more muted, more not as bright sometimes. You can add some oranges. I'm doing some orange on this one. And some yellows. You can make all sorts of colors. Or you can keep it more pinks and purples if you like. You could throw in some blues, greens, anything you'd like. This one's kind of an aqua colored crayon. How we doing? Are we good? Ava, you doing okay? Okay. Sadie, you not doing good? What's happening?
I'm not finished yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you may not want to make them like complete stripes. You may want to do more color, but you can do it any way you want. And you can also, after you attach it, you could also color it some more too. If you wanted more detail, that's okay. You can attach them and then color some more. Okay? You can do as little or as much as you would like. And you don't have to get it all finished now. You can continue after we're done. That is okay. So I'm doing some orangey kind of colors. I did kind of a turquoise and purple, if you can see it. I did an orange and yellow one. Just any colors that you would like. Mine's kind of funny because it's got texture from the table. Remember texture like we did with the dragons? Because my table is bumpy, it's kind of lumpy bumpy, but that's okay. It is all good. Just gives it more character. All right. How's everybody doing with their newspaper pieces? Olivia, you see? Like that? Can you see it? Glue on one side and then it goes right up here. Kind of in the corner between his nose and the back of his head. Kind of that unicorn. What's your question, Sadie? You have a question?
I don't know, Mommy, do it.
Did something fall on the floor?
No, I found it.
Oh, okay.
Under my paper.
Okay. How are we doing with the strips of paper? Are we ready to glue those on?
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna do one thing to the newspaper before we glue it on. Does anybody know what that is? Can you see what it is? See how they're kind of folded and crinkly? That's called an accordion style. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna show you how to make your paper accordion style. That's kind of a funny word, isn't it? And you can put as many folds in it as you want or as few folds in it as you want. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is your little strip of paper, is you wanna bring up some and then put a fold in it. Okay, then you bring up a little bit more and you put a fold in it. So then look what happens when you get done. See how it's kinked? It's all kinky. See that? Can you see? I know it's hard to see against my shirt. But do you see how it's got crinkles in it? Kind of like those crinkly French fries. They don't do that the same way. But do you see how you crinkle? And you do all 5 of those pieces of paper. So you kind of bring it up and you pinch and you make a fold. And then you bring it up and you make a pinch. And you... Yeah, there you go, Sadie. Eva, how you doing? Okay. Olivia, Nora, you guys good? Oh, you already put them on there. Look at you. All right, very good. Can you see it?
Like that? Nope, just like this.
So you're making them crinkly like French fries, but not like how they do French fries. Okay. See that? So there's number 3. And you're just doing all of them. You're making it like wavy. So they have like wavy mane. Wavy hair. All right, so there's my 4. You gather it up and you make a pinch. And gather it up again and make a pinch. Again, as many or as few, if you like lots of kinks in it, it can be very wavy or not so wavy. Okay, so then for the next piece, you're going to need your glue stick again because you're going to put this on the unicorn head. So you want to make sure that if you colored it on the front, that your glue is just going to go a little bit on one edge so that this all can be flowy, okay? So we're just going to anchor it just a little bit on the one edge of the piece. Where'd my glue stick go? Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. So you take a little bit of glue, about as wide as, got glue under my fingernail. Just about as wide of a piece is your strip. And you're going to attach it to his head. You can start at the top, you can start at the bottom, but you're going to space them out, okay? So I'm going to put one right here. And you make sure you press. So see? I got one piece of me. And then I'm going to do the next one. Again, just a little bit of glue on the back on one end. And you want to go up just a little bit because you want to save some room for your yarn. And you do another one. You see that? I got 2. See how they kind of whip around a little bit? Whip, 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 whip. It's because they're kinked.
That is the only one that they're tired for.
Okay, and then you keep going until you have all 5 pieces on there. Three, 4, 4. And this is my 5th one. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good?
We are ready.
All right.
I'm that.
So there's my guy, and he's got his newspapers on his head. Everybody doing okay? Good. How you doing, Olivia and Nora? You guys good? Getting there? Okay, so next step is to put your yarn and it's about 5 pieces in between each one. Starting, you kind of start right in front of this one at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down here at the bottom, 6. So you kind of start with yarn, and so what you can do is put the glue right on his head and then pat the yarn to it. And you can pick, like I did, an assortment of colors. So it wasn't all the same color at one spot, so it's kind of sparkly and all different colors. So can you see how he's got different colors in different spots? So I just kind of broke it up, and you can put whatever colors wherever you want. Okay? I gave you a few extra of the yarn. I think I gave you like 30. But if you don't have enough to do underneath this one, that's okay. But just start at the top and put it between the horn and the first one. So you could put a little bit of glue and then pat, 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 and then a little bit of glue, pat, pat, pat.
Get your string.
So about 5. You should have 5 yarn in each spot. And again, you can pick whatever colors you would like. Do a little collection. Put a little glue down. And then just at the very edge, attach it right to the head. It'll be pat, pat, pat. And pat, pat, pat. If you need to, you can add a little bit more glue. Sometimes it's going to take it to dry a little bit before it'll all stick. And then give it, you know, press it. Somebody's got a train. Press it down a little bit. Try and get it to stick. Woo woo! Trains are coming.
Can you guys hear that from the library?
Yep, I can. Trains coming. So again, take another 5.
can hear it too.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we hear it. Train's coming. So another 5 pieces of yarn, and you're gonna go right in between these 2. So I have my first set, so I'm gonna put another set right here, and right here, and right here, and right here. So a little bit of glue, and you can spread them out as much or as little as you'd like. You know, fill up the space.
No, you just want it between the paper. Keep going.
And then another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Push it down. Push it down.
Tap, 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 press, press. Trying to get it all in there. So I'm doing my third one. So tap, 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 press, press, press. Tap that yarn on there.
Mine's dirty then. Yeah, glue it, try it. Push it down.
That one doesn't really want to stick, so I'm going to add a little more glue.
And then you wiggle it in there. Oh, mash it into the glue really good. Shake it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One this one. Getting stuck.
Is it sticking to your fingers? I would not be surprised. Once you get glue on your fingers, it's everywhere, it seems. Kind of like glitter. Once you get glitter in one spot, it's kind of everywhere. All right. So pat, pat, pat. And then last 5. We'll see how good my helper was at counting out all the little pieces of yarn.
I'm done.
Okay, just a minute. I got to put on one more set of yarn. And we'll move on. So in the meantime, if you're waiting for me, you can work on coloring your horn a little bit more if you'd like. You can finish coloring the horn. You can color your newspaper pieces if you'd like. Oops. All right. Nora, Olivia, how are you guys doing? You doing good? Okay. Just checking. Okay, everybody needs to locate their eyeball. Shake, shake, shake. Okay. So again, this one gets one eyeball because it's just the side of his head. So you can kind of decide before you glue him kind of where you want the eye to be. Okay. And then you're going to glue the back side of the eye and place it where you would like it to be. So glue, glue, glue on the back side of the eye. And set and press. Ta-da! He's kind of having a crazy hair day, I think. And then later too, if you want the yarn to be a little shorter, you can cut it a little bit with mom or dad's permission. You can make it shorter if you don't really want it to hang over the edge. But we never cut our own hair, right? That is right. We never cut our own hair with scissors.
My mom cut my hair.
Yes?
So there was a time that for my hair was curly hair. So it's only the role for baby happy.
Mom and dads can cut your hair, but you don't cut your own hair. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
My hair can cut my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you can see, mine is a little bit different than this one. So what you can do is, if you like, you could put a mouth. I made a little heart for a nose. You can give it any sort of nose you want to, but you could take a crayon and make a face on it. Something else that I did is I decided I was going to outline it, and you can do that with a crayon or a marker if you have whatever color you want. You could do a purple or something, make it stand out. You can finish coloring the horn. You can color your unicorn if you want the newspaper to be of a different color. I didn't get my horn colored yet, so I'll probably backtrack and do that. And I'm gonna put a smile on him. But I think instead of black, I'm gonna give it a purple smile. And you kind of do the smile, if you want, right here at the point that this kind of goes this way up. It kind of comes in from there, but you can put the smile wherever you want. It's your unicorn. You can do whatever you want.
No.
So I gave mine a little purple smile to go with my purple background. And I am going to make a little heart nose because I think it's cute. Little heart. Well, it's kind of a big heart now. And color it in. See? There's my unicorn. But again, I'm gonna put some more colors on them at another time, I think, because we're almost out of time.
I moved already.
All right. So ta-da! Wow, very good, Nora. I love it.
Not yet.
You guys want to show me your unicorns? I hope you had fun making unicorns.